If you are wondering what a health savings account is, then guess what? You just clicked on the right episode. So if you tune in, we're going to discuss who it is for, how much you can put in, why you must have one, and keyword is must, okay? This is not something that you should do. This is something that you must do. Because an HSA or a health savings account, if you play your cards right, it could be an ultimate investment account, all right? It is the ultimate weapon to have in your toolbox. So welcome back to part 4 or 5 of the accounts that you should own or have as a high net worth individual, okay? Last week, we discussed retirement accounts, and this week we are focused on HSAs, all right, health savings accounts. And in this episode, I'm going to break it down to you in less than 10 minutes. So let's get right into it. What is an HSA? An HSA is basically a high deductible plan offered by a health insurance company to pay for your medical bills. Now, who is it for? It's definitely not for someone who has a lot of health complications or a lot of health issues. Meaning if you have a lot of medications that you need to get, or you have to go to a lot of different doctors or specialists, this account is not for you. So I want you to go ahead and stop this video, stop this episode, carry on about your day. But if you're somebody who's relatively healthy and has no problem with a high deductible plan, then this is definitely an account that I want you to think about. So who is eligible? 1, you got to have a high deductible health plan. 2, you cannot be enrolled in any form of Medicare, TRICARE, anything, no Medicare. 3rd, no one can claim you as a dependent on your tax return, which means if you're going to be claiming yourself, then you're all good. So those are the 3 things to make you eligible. How much can you contribute? It's an account, right? So that means you can put money into it. How much can you contribute into it for 2024? So for the year 2024, if you're a single individual, you can contribute up to $4,150. If you have a family, you can contribute up to $8,300. And if you're 55 and up, you can actually contribute an extra $1,000. But once again, do not sacrifice your health for this account, okay? If you have a lot of medical bills, you have to see a lot of specialists, this is not the account for you. This is only for people who have no problem with a high deductible health plan, such as myself. Literally, I don't have any medications, not diagnosed with anything, so I'm perfectly fine. All right, this is somebody, I am the prime candidate to have a HSA, and that's the reason why I do have an HSA. So if you have any questions and you want to learn about like the most up-to-date contribution limits, I would highly recommend you go to like the IRS.gov, or you can go to healthcare.gov, where they go ahead and specify every single year, because these things do change, all right? It was less in 2023 and it was less in 2022. So every year they kind of change the contribution limits. So now let's kind of transition into why you must have one of these accounts, okay? I said who's eligible. Got to have a high deductible health plan. You can't have Medicare. Nobody can claim you on your taxes. I told you how much you can contribute, up to $4,150 if you're single, and up to $8,300 if you have a family. Now, the reason why you want this account, and the reason why I said it is the ultimate investment account, is because you get triple tax savings with this account. It is the only account that you can put your money in pre-tax, right? Pre-tax, which means your money has not been taxed yet. Pre-tax, you can put it in. Your money can be invested and grow tax-free. And you can also use it to pay for your medical bills tax-free. Triple tax savings right there. All right, absolutely love it. So for pre-tax contribution, what I mean is you can basically lower your taxable amount. So you kind of know, if you were listening to last week, we were talking about 401ks and how that can impact your taxes, right? So basically, if you have an HSA, what will happen is that your employer, they'll go ahead and take out the money for the HSA before you get taxed. So let's just say you made $4,000 on this paycheck, and you're contributing $500 to your HSA that month or that paycheck. So that means you will only be taxed on $3,500, not $4,000, because $500 of that was contributed to your HSA. So that's one of the cool things about having HSAs. It's a pre-tax contribution. And then, like I said, it has an incredible power to where it can actually grow tax-free, very similar to a Roth IRA. All right. And once again, it's growing tax-free because you can select investments in the HSA. It grows tax-free, and you can even take that money out tax-free to use for medical bills. So what type of medical bills qualify? Honestly, it'll be anything that's related to health, mental health, and even dentists, like dentist bills can count. Now, it's not everything that's on the umbrella. If you have any questions or you want some insight like on, hey, this recent purchase that I made, does that count as something that I can use my HSA to pay for? Please, I would encourage you to sign up today for a free 15-minute wealth consultation at tinyurl.com/capsulerxservices. It's free. It's so easy. You just sign up, I'll meet with you, and we'll break down which medical bills can actually be paid for tax-free with your health savings account. All right? And because you can use it to pay for your medical bills, one of the most important things you have to make sure you do is keep your receipts. Keep your receipts. Because the reason why is that the smart thing to do, because if you're listening to this, you want to be smart. You want to do this the right way. So the right way to go about this is you're going to create a Google Drive. You're going to upload every single medical bill receipt that qualifies to be reimbursed through the HSA. And what you're going to do is after you contributed your money to the HSA, you're going to invest that money. And when that money grows, you can sell that investment and then take the profits that you earned from that investment to pay your medical bills. Whoa, Joe, and that just went over my head. What are you talking about? Basically, all I'm saying to make it super simple for you is that you don't have to pay your medical bills that day with an HSA. You can pay it in a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5. You don't have to use the HSA account to pay for your medical bills right away. You can reimburse yourself later on, but the key is you have to keep that receipt. So that's why whenever you have a medical bill, from now on, you're going to create a Google Drive. You're going to take a picture of that and you're going to upload that receipt to your Google Drive. So that way you can always reimburse yourself whenever you need to. All right. You got to keep records. I'm big about paperwork, so you got to make sure you have that there. All right. So actionable steps. 1, do you have a high deductible health plan? Is anybody claiming you on your tax return? Do you have a lot of medical bills, a lot of medical issues? No? Then guess what? Sign up for a high deductible health plan, and then you can enroll into a health savings account. Number 2, I want you to contribute the max. You're literally saving money on taxes by doing this, and you're able to grow that money tax-free. There's no debate. You're doing this. Like I said, it's a must, not a should. It's a must. So you're going to go ahead and contribute the max amount. And then number 3, you're going to select something to invest in. So that could be something like a mutual fund or an ETF, and that will really depend on what type of investments you have in your other accounts that I've talked about, the 401k or 403b, your brokerage account, which will be part 5 of the 5 accounts that you should own as a high net worth individual, okay? And your Roth IRA if you already have one. You got to diversify things. And so if this seems a little complex and you need a little assistance, once again, I encourage you to sign up today. tinyurl.com/capsulerxservices. It is 15 minutes completely free, and we can go ahead and break down what I think is probably best for you going forward. Number 4, I want you to keep those receipts, okay? You got to keep those receipts, upload it into a Google Drive, so that way you can always have record and you can reimburse yourself whenever you so please. Number 5, don't forget to actually reimburse yourself. So that way your medical bills can be paid by your health savings account. All right, 5 steps that you need to take. If you have any questions and you need any other help, you know what to do. Sign up today, tinyurl.com/capsulerxservices, 15-minute wealth consultation. I am here to help you, all right? Help us help you make finances easy. That's our goal. And if you haven't yet, please like, comment, follow, subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and we are on TikTok at @new_CapsuleRx podcast. If you haven't yet, leave us a comment and shoot me a message. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you out. All right. Thank you guys. Later.